every now and then they fly into
Selfridge?
Selfridge, yeah. It's amazing that that thing flies.
Yeah, really.
Political events to funeral repasses to high school graduation parties to proms to
Hello and welcome to Tiger Stadium 2.0. My sister Sue and myself decided to take a tour of the city of Detroit, and we drove by the corner ballpark, and the gates were open. So said, "Hey, let's take a peek." We remember as kids certainly coming to Tiger Stadium to watch many a ball games. Well, this probably was 1.0. Navin Field might have been 2.0. Brick Stadium would be 3.0. Tiger Stadium 4.0. So now the corner ballpark would be 5.0 as we update. This gentleman was very nice and gave us the grand tour, told us about everything that's going on, and I really have to come back. This was just a quick overview. I was not properly parked, so they're pretty diligent and religious about giving you parking tickets, so I didn't want none of that. So I was kind of quick, but looking at the field, they saved the center field flagpole, but they got condos and apartments around the perimeter. They have a lot of history. My sister there is looking at it all. I never saw a Lions game, but that was that's where we're at now, that corner. But that's the layout, how the field would have been in there. They play soccer here too, and they have many events and other opportunities. So it's the Detroit Police Athletic League. So that's their website, phone number. It's an event space, field rentals. You can do all number of things. So you should check it out and just ask questions. It could work for you. How cool is that spot? Really. So I wanted to show my sister the Lincoln Park art block. So I'm on Trumbull there, and then you turn around and there's now we went to Nicole Curtis, who's going to rehab this building. So she's quite the celebrity in Detroit, and I wish her well in all her endeavors. She had to fight the Land Bank Authority for this property. There was a dispute, but she won. So we'll watch. She's got the patriotic flag up there, but she's got to deal with some grass cutting, though. I'm surprised. They had an open house over Memorial Day weekend, but the neighbors complained, well, geez, why don't they cut the grass? So we'll have to see how that plays out. But good on her for doing great things for the city of Detroit and rehabbing the city one block at a time. We have another show called The Bargain Block, and I guess there was 9 episodes in the series, and now they're wondering if they're going to get another season. So if you watch HGTV and you happen to see The Bargain Block, because it's a couple of guys, I think they're originally from Colorado, but they came to Detroit and bought, a few houses on a block, rehabbed them, and one guy's really artistic, so all the houses that are completed have a certain artistic flair to them, one of a kind of like a Frank Lloyd Wright kind of thing, but interior design as opposed to maybe the exterior design. This I'm switching gears quite a bit here, but this is looking from my backyard across to the next street over, and they're re-roofing the thing, and they're taking the tar paper off, and it only looks like there was one set of shingles. I think you can technically get away with a roof and then 2 layers on top of that. So, but to do it right, though, and so forth, yeah, they're stripping it down entirely, and so they got a crew working on this, and it's always fun watching. I mean, there's a process and a procedure, and they know the routine, and they're nailing it and doing it lickety split quick kind of thing. So, working from the top down there, and this job being done by Mr. Roof. I figured that one out on my own just from that tar paper thing. I love Detroit. I certainly do. And they're already shingling. I'm keeping a time clock on them. And not only that, but they're doing the garage too. So, yeah, I'm not sure they can do a couple of jobs in a day or how they break the crew off. But, yeah, they were by 4 o'clock. That looks great. The vents look terrific, so there's proper ventilation. The garage looks great. Keeping up the neighborhood. Now I need to get a new roof on my garage. I popped open the garage door one day after it had rained, and there were like a few puddles, and it's like, holy crap. Now what? But it's not as bad as the neighbor's garage. It's leaning. So, but before I have those issues, I'm going to have to take care of that roof. Well, watching the planes take off here from Detroit Metro, DTW, and because of the wind coming out of the north, the planes are heading out this way. Typically, I'll see them go the other way. They'll be flying and landing because typically the wind would be out of the west. But no, it was coming out of the north, so they were flying in a northerly direction. It was just a weird kind of cloud day and brightness there, and I'm not getting that in focus at all. I was looking for the sun, which is in the lower right corner, and anyways, blue skies. Yeah, I could have edited that portion out. That didn't add nothing. Here, Rashida Tlaib, the 13th congressional representative for Michigan, and talking about gerrymandering. Is that a word that they have in Webster's? Gerrymandering. What a word that is. But they MICRC, they have a commission to talk about this and make it nonpartisan. I mean, both parties are messing around with this, and we need to get beyond that. Just have them districts by city boundaries or county boundaries or geographical boundaries, but it's crazy. Anyways, there were a bunch of meetings. I missed the one closest to me in Dearborn, but I said, hey, I'll go to the Village Dome, and I've never been there before, and I'll check it out. So they had 6 meetings, and the commission was going to be there. So this is Fellowship Chapel, 7707 West Outer Drive. Google Maps are just awesome, and you get the satellite view. So I wanted to just scope it out before I went there, because I've never been there before. It's kind of neat. And there's my sister, Anne Marie. Her birthday is June 18th. She'll be 59, so she's looking good. Detroit Pistons, yeah, little water thing. Okay, I made it to Fellowship Chapel, and founded in 1966. Reverend Dr. Wendell Anthony is the pastor, and he's also the president of the Detroit branch of the NAACP. So he's a influential pastor in the city of Detroit, as are a lot of pastors. When you're talking about the community and so forth in the city of Detroit, and kind of like keeping the peace and having a pulse on what's going on, the Detroit pastors pretty much can tell you what's going down. Now, they had a 2-minute time thing, and people were able to talk about gerrymandering and how they think it should go about. Here's the dome. I like the architecture here. Let's listen to a few of the comments, though.
33.
Not only in Detroit, this is all over the United States. When we seem to get
You know, I like the carpeting design too. I have to admit that. Here is the commission here that they set up, and I don't really necessarily blame them, but they look bored to tears. And I was disappointed at this meeting. I thought they should have charts showing how gerrymandered the districts were and saying, listen, we can do better than this. But no charts, no graphs, no paperwork, no information, no nothing. I was like, okay. So the residents were able to vent their issues or whatever they thought, but it was kind of boring, dry. All right, now separation of church and state. I don't know how this works, but can you have urban planning with a church? I might be all up in this. I think maybe it would work. Here's a proposal: Lindsay Street on one side, Santa Maria Street on another. And I think this area is just south of the church. When I looked at a map, I needed to get that 3rd Street to definitively block it off. But, yeah, it looks like they're going to have something going on. They got the floor plans and so forth. Maybe a church can get involved in urban planning. Hey, who knew? But, hey, let's do it. That's the redistricting commission, but, I don't know. I was disappointed at the meeting. I thought there would be more info, but sometimes I have higher expectations. All right, so I'm getting the lay of the land of the church. Here, the address, the phone number, the Church of the People, where the people are the church. There was the web address too, but I went through that kind of quick. Getting near the end of this, it was kind of quick here. But I want to get involved more with some of the community events and what's happening in the neighborhoods. And so, yeah, urban planning is paramount. I really get a kick about that. Dearborn Heights, that's where I live. I am now in the city limit proper. All right, some more moon action, but the camcorder having trouble focusing in on this one. It's kind of like a lima bean shape. I like to keep an eye on the moon, especially the full moons. All right. And now the last segment here, I got wildflowers planted in front of my front porch. And these are the first flowers to bloom. And so the butterflies and maybe some bees and all that will get a kick out of them. These are starting to bloom too. I forget the name of these, but a lot of people have them, these orange flowers. So, and then my sister gave me this glass ornament, Michelle, with the Glass Academy in Dearborn. There's my one-eyed bear because he lost one of his marbled eyes. He can still see out of his left eye, though. He's okay, but... All right, well, here's a quick look at the neighborhood, and all is well. And I even filled the bird feeder up with sunflower seeds, so I'm good to go. So I'm going to focus, certainly in the future, on Detroit and the urban thing. And the next show, I'll just give you a sneak peek. This is the Motown. They honored Marvin Gaye with a street name, West Outer Drive, for a block there. And there'll be more to follow, so stay tuned. Keep an eye on this thing. Go to YouTube and go to Spirit 2028, and you'll see all the videos. But thanks for watching, and yeah, this video will come up in a day or two, or should say about a week, just to be safe. Okay. Good night.